Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Wow, I was loud. I'm really loud today. I am still too hype from my last video I recorded. I'm still shook. Oh my gosh. Anyway, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ebubechi, and today I'm giving you another story time. And the title, you're gonna be like, I know. You already have a story time. Yes, it happened to me twice. Can you believe it? Twice. At two different schools with two different teachers. So this one doesn't really need backstory. The only backstory you need to know is this teacher wasn't really a stickler for the rules. I don't know, after some meeting that she had with the rest of the science teachers, she started to be a little more strict. And then this is where the story begins. Okay.
You can try to drag me down, but I'll be living in the clouds. Everybody has their doubts, but you can't stop now. You just gotta live.
So, me and my friends, this guy, we were friends at the time. We were walking down, because we had like 4 classes together, whatever, it doesn't even matter. We were walking down from our math class to go to our science class, right? So, at this point, before she didn't really check for IDs, but now she started checking for IDs. So we were walking down to her class. I didn't have my ID. My friend, he had his ID, but it was in his pocket. So he went in first, and teacher was all like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you wear your ID. And I just like snuck in so she wouldn't see me, right? But I sit in the front row, so she's going to find out eventually or see me eventually. So we sit down, we talking, like all 4 of us, we get together and we just start talking in class before class starts. And fast forward to her like giving the lesson. She was giving the lesson. So while she was giving the lesson, randomly she looked at me and she was like, "Ola, where's your ID?" And I was like, Like if I had it, do you think I just put it on if I had it? I don't have my ID. Oh my God, I had a heart attack. I thought I wasn't even recording. So I was back to what I was saying. She was like, "Where's your ID?" And I was like, "Ma'am, I did not bring my ID with me."
No, I didn't.
So she was like, "Okay, you're gonna have to go to the front office to go get a temp ID." I did not want to get a temp ID. Temp IDs is a piece of paper that sticks to your shirt and it's $2. And you can't reuse it. So if you can't find your ID, the next day you have to pay another $2. Now that's $4. If you can't find your ID the next day, that's you get the cycle. So usually we would just save the ID and just keep using it whenever we forget our actual ID, right? So that's what we'd usually do, right? So I was like, okay. So I just sat there like, man, I don't want to get this ID, blah, 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 blah. I was just mothering a whole bunch of, like, I don't understand why we have to have IDs. ABC about IDs. IDs are stupid. This is stupid. This is like, I was just pissed. I was pissed because I'm about to have to spend $2 on a piece of paper. Like, I was pissed. So I was just muttering, cursing under my breath, man. So she went on with the lesson, and when she finished the lesson and handed us a piece of paper to do some classwork, I got up, got the hall pass, and went over to the front office. So I went over to the front office, and the lady at the front office was like, "What do you need, honey?" I was like, "I need a temporary ID." She was like, "Okay, do you have your money, honey?" I was like, "No, I don't have my money." So she was like, "Okay, you owe me $2. So what's your name?" I was like, "ONW." Then she found my name, printed out my ID, handed it to me, and she was like, "You owe me $2. You could give it to me tomorrow." And I was like, "Okay, bet." I got my ID, I put it in my pocket, and I walked back to class. I didn't think anything of it, y'all. This is so stupid, again. So The next day, I went to the office. I don't remember if I was called to the office or I decided to go on my own accord. But I went to the office to go pay my money. So I was like, she was like, what you need? And I was like, oh, I need to pay for the temporary ID that I bought yesterday. So she was like, what's your name? What's your this? So I gave her actually I had my ID so I could scan my thing. So I scanned my ID and then my name pulled up and she took my money, right? Then she like stopped me. I don't know what she said or how we even got to this conversation. But she was like, why didn't you come to the office yesterday to come buy a temporary ID? Ma'am, what are you talking about? Why then, like, ma'am, why am I paying you $2 right now? You told me yesterday that since I bought an ID to come pay you the $2. So I paid you the $2. Right, I'm paying you $2 right now because I bought a temporary ID yesterday. So what do you mean? Why didn't I come yesterday to come buy a temporary ID? I don't understand why you're attacking me, ma'am. So she said, why didn't you come yesterday to come buy a temporary ID? I was like, ma'am, yes, I did. That's why I'm paying you $2 right now because I bought one yesterday, but I didn't have money and you told me to pay you back tomorrow, which tomorrow is today, so I'm paying you. So what are you yelling at me about? She goes, your science teacher emailed me saying that she asked you to come and buy a temporary ID. You got up, walked out of class, and you was muttering under your breath saying A, B, C, and D. She was like, that is disrespectful. So I got scared because I'm a new student. I'm a freshman. So the teachers don't really know me like that. So I can't really, speak my case. So I was like, oh, shoot. I thought she heard me cursing under my breath. Y'all. So she repeated the email to me. She was like, I asked Ola to go to the office to go get a temporary ID because she didn't have one. She picked up the hall pass, proceeded to walk out of my class, and then came back a few minutes later without a temporary ID. And before she walked out of my class, she was muttering under her breath that IDs are stupid and she does and stuff like that, basically. So I was like, oh, that's it. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, there's a misunderstanding. I did buy a temporary ID, like, there's no So she's in my face now, the receptionist. She was like, the flappy things on the side of our ears are not for design. We can hear with those. What you said was disrespectful. Ma'am. Where was the disrespect? Where was the disrespect? Again, if IDs are stupid, that is my opinion. If the police stops me for running a red light and I said, man, that law is stupid, guess what the police is doing? They're handing me my ticket and saying, have a blessed day. They're not about to sit here and arrest me because I said that law is stupid. It's not, it's an opinion. It's an opinion. I'm allowed to have opinions, so my opinion is now disrespectful. My opinion, it was my opinion, it wasn't disrespectful. So she's in my face like, best believe you're going to get written up for this. She's just going off in my face. So I'm pissed. I walk back to class, I'm pissed. My friend looking at me, he's like, what's wrong with you? What happened? So I'm telling him the story. I'm like, yo, like, we're gonna have to blur her name out. Yo, blah blah said blah blah said this A, B, C, and D, and she about to write me up, and I didn't even do nothing. She said she gonna write me up for being disrespectful. Again, so I was like, okay, bet, whatever. You know what, like, whatever. Yeah, write me up for being disrespectful. Write me up for walking out your class. Whatever. I know what I did. I bought my thing. I still have the thing, and I just paid you money. So I don't, like, she was still yelling at me, and I was currently paying her the money for the ID I bought yesterday, and she was yelling at me for not buying an ID. What, you wanted me to buy 2 IDs? Like, I came to you during that time when she emailed you. I don't have her 2 times in a day. I bought the ID. Like, why? Like, I was so confused as to why she was yelling at me for this, because I'm now paying her for the ID. Anyway, fast forward, it was the day after that. So I was in math class, and the assistant principal called me out of class. So, you know, I'm kind of like rolling my eyes because, like, what am I about to do? I'm about to get written up because foolery, tomfoolery. So, you know, I go to class, I go to the principal, or no, I meet him in the courtyard. And he was like, so what's this talk about you walking out of class and A, B, C, and D? So I'm going off. I was like, I don't understand why that receptionist lady is yelling at me. First of all, I bought the ID, and that's why I came to her to pay her. And then she goes off on me about not buying an ID and being disrespectful. Like, Mr. Assistant Principal, like, bro, I bought the ID. I don't understand. If y'all want to see the ID, I still have it with me. I can bring it tomorrow and show you that I bought the ID. I don't know why. And then he was like, okay, if you bought the ID, why didn't you show it to your teacher? She asked me to go buy the ID. Why now I have to show her that I bought the ID? So, like, the teacher asked me to go buy the ID. Why am I? So I was like, you know what? That's some foolery, whatever. He was like, don't even worry about it. We're not writing you up or whatever. I'll deal with it. I was like, okay, good, bet. But, like, that was, y'all people keep writing me up. Y'all try to keep writing me up for walking out of class. Y'all need to stop. Y'all really need to stop and chill out. Like, but, like, that receptionist later, a lot of people say she's, like, kind of racist, which I didn't say nothing. I was like, I don't know what her deal was. She's really rude. She shouldn't be, like, working with students. Like, she retired anyway, so she doesn't even work there anymore. But, she's really rude. Some people were, like, saying she was racist or, like, prejudiced or racist. Depending on who you talk to, it was either she was prejudiced or she was racist. One time, I was like, this is a short little story time with her. I don't even know why I was in the office to drop off a note, and my friend was in there. She's a Latina, and her mom was on the phone. So, like, when she was talking on the phone, I understand a little Spanish, so, you know. She was, like, she was on the phone asking her mom to bring her some pants from home because the pants she was wearing currently, she wasn't allowed to wear. We have free dress at our school, but just by the way, we don't have a uniform. So, so she was speaking in Spanish on the phone, telling her mom to bring the pants. So then, she goes off, doesn't go off, but she's like, you need to speak in Spanish when you need to speak in English when you're talking on the phone in here. I was like, ma'am, just because you don't understand Spanish, that's not her fault. She's talking to her mother, not to you. You've dealt with her. You said call her mom. She's calling her mom, okay? She's calling her mom for exactly what you asked her to do. She's calling for pants. If you can't understand basic, she wasn't using any extra words. She was using basic Spanish. So you can put two together, like, and if you was having so much trouble. Literally, homeboy was in the room, and he's a Spanish teacher. So it's literally she's doing what you told her to do. I don't see why she has to speak in English when she's speaking to her mom, which her mom knows Spanish. Her mom knows Spanish. If my mom knew Spanish and that's her first language that she will understand quickly, why am I wasting my time trying to repeat English 10,000 times? Like, I don't got time for that. But that's not, I really looked at her sideways, and that's not the only time. She's done stuff with my friends, and she's Asian. Like, she's just extra, like, for real. But that's the end of this story time. This was a short one. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as y'all know, this is part of the 30-day challenge series type thing. I'm going to be calling it, what am I calling it? It's going to be like summertime. It's Ebs with the vids on the bids. Because basically to like elongate it, it is Ebubechi. It's Ebubechi with the videos on business. Basically, I think I'm going to do this like every year where it might not always be 30 days, but it's going to be some kind of length where I'm gonna put out videos back to back to back at the same time on different days. And at the end goal, at the end of those 30 days, there's a goal. For these 30 days, the challenge is to get my first 100 subscribers within these 30 days, where I'm dropping back to back to back to back to back. So now that y'all know I'm dropping back to back to back to back to back to back, make sure you subscribe. And so, you know, YouTube will be tripping sometimes and don't tell y'all when I'm uploading. So put on the bell. But just for you to know, for the next 30 days, I'm posting every time at 4 Central Time, Chicago time. Every day at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time. Follow me on all my social media, which will be listed, I think, on this side. Yeah, this side. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I know you like this video because you're watching this video right here. So check out that video up there. Maybe you don't like it. Here's the playlist for my 30-day challenges that I just talked about. Check out what other videos I was doing during this time. Also, my face, you can subscribe. What are you waiting for? And link in the bio. Check out what clothes I'm selling.